Welcome to the Global Speakers Advantage podcast. I hope you're doing pretty good wherever you are. Today, I have a very special episode just for you, and it's solo. So, let us know which part of the world you're watching us from, and indicate on the comment section, indicate on the chat section. If you're watching this podcast from YouTube, kindly indicate by dropping a comment on YouTube. If you're watching it on LinkedIn, equally indicate by dropping a comment on LinkedIn. And of course, if you're watching from YouTube, do us well to like, subscribe to the channel, and as we grow together. So my name is Nshom, and I'm the host of the Global Speakers Advantage podcast, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you on how to make the world more beautiful. Okay, how to make the world more beautiful. So it's a very exciting episode, and I just want to talk about some very key things that have been so concerned to me and I've been learning about lately from my research and from what nature has been revealing to me, what God Himself has been revealing to me. So, in 1917, there was a revolution that happened, and this revolution was actually given birth to by the Industrial Revolution. So, that was the technology revolution. Okay, technology, and that led to a disruption that took place in the age of computer, where Bill Gates and of course Paul Allen, they teamed together and they came out with some of the first ever computer programs, and I'm talking about Microsoft here, right? And not only that, they were so incredible, they were so diligent, they were so good at what they were doing, that they had a dream, and the dream was that they are going to ensure that every household in the world at least owns a personal computer. That's amazing. That was a great breakthrough in technology. And that was in 1975 that they actually began this project of Microsoft, and before it erupted into the parts of the world. In 1976, another revolution, another set of disruptors came in. And I'm talking about Steve Jobs and his very good friend, Steve Wozniak, and of course, Ronald Wayne. They came in with the Apple project, and they did Apple 1, and then in 1977, they came out with Apple 2. And from then, Apple evolved, and to date, Apple has been evolving. The same thing with Microsoft, it has been evolving again and again, over and over, within years, within decades, upon decades, upon decades, upon decades. So, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about how you can make the world more beautiful. And this is not much than Kairos and Chronos mastery. So what this means is that we have events that happen in our lives and stack up to help us to do the things that we're actually born to do here on earth. All right. So we have different kinds of times. And so all the Kairos and the Chronos times, they are actually Greek words, usage for time. And so the chronos has to do with the seconds, the milliseconds, the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months, and the years. So how you use the seconds, the minutes, can affect how and what you get out of life. I say that again. How you use the seconds in your life, the minutes, the days, the hours, the days, the weeks, the months in your life will affect the result you get out of life. And so Chronos is this chronologically or the systematic way of how you see time, how you perceive time, and how you value time. And that has so much to do with how you use time. All right. So the better you master your Chronos, the greater you will leverage or use your Kairos. All right. So what's the difference? Chronos has to do with a systematic way of understanding and leveraging on time, and the Kairos has to do with the events that happen in your life, and if you don't seize them, if you don't take opportunity of them, if you don't maximize them, if you don't get the best out of those events, you might never get those things for the next 20 years, 30 years. And so there are people in life that they have had lots and lots of opportunities, but guess what? They mess up with those opportunities. And most of the time, those opportunities might come back again, but guess what? They might never, ever, ever come back again just because they missed them out. Why did they miss them out? Is because they did not have a mastery on the usage of their chronos. They did not have a mastery on the usage of their time. They did not master their seconds, their minutes, their hours, their weeks, their months, their years. And that's eventually how, when they tumble upon the life-changing opportunity, they mess up because they did not prepare for it. And so what's my point? My point is that for you to make the world a beautiful place, a place to be, you have to master how you can be able to seize the most of the least of every opportunity that shows your way. It has to do with the people you meet every day. It has to do with the places you go every day. It has to do with the things happening in your life every now and then. It has to do with the bad things and the good things happening to you. How are you getting the most out of every least opportunity, out of every least disadvantage, out of every adventure that comes your way? When you do that, when you stumble upon that breakthrough, that connection, that network, that person, that call that will just change your life for good, that email that will just change your life for good, boom, you seize those moments. And so when it's time to work, you got to do the work. When it's time to make the course, you got to do the course. When it's time to apply, you got to do the applications. When it's time to pick your emails and answer them, you have to respond to those emails. When it's time to take a flight, you got to take the flight. When it's time to work, you got to work. When it's time to scroll, you have to crawl. When it's time to ride, you have to ride. When it's time to pick the car, take a taxi, you got to do that because Kairos is always waiting. And my question for you is, are you going to make the most out of your Kairos? Because if you don't make the most out of your Chronos, you will never make the most out of your Kairos. And so, my friend, if you want to make the world a better place, if you want to change the world, you want to add beauty to the world, you want to add color to the world, you want to make the world a place that everyone would love to experience, I want to challenge you. You have to start taking the chances, taking the opportunities. And it is until you start taking opportunities that you can be able to seize your Kairos moment when they eventually come. And if yours haven't come, they're eventually coming. And if you also have come and you wasted them and messed up with them, you might have another chance for them to come back again. And that is what I came today to tell you. That you should be ready for your Kairos. You should be ready for your Kairos, and it shall come. If you have not received that yet, it's going to come. And woe betides she who will not be able to leverage on the Kairos when they eventually show up. Remember, when you fail to fulfill your purpose on earth, to fulfill your destiny on earth, you're not only robbing the world, you are a wicked person. When you fail to do what you came to do on earth, you become a wicked person. Because it is thanks to your assignment, it's thanks to the fact that you are fulfilling your assignment that many other people can be able to fulfill theirs. Come to think about it this way. What could have happened to us if Bill Gates and Paul Allen did not come up with the Microsoft computer software? What could have happened to you and I if Steve Jobs could not come out with the innovation that together with his friends, Steve Wozniak and Ronald Wayne? What could have happened? I could have been doing this podcast because my Apple computer, my MacBook Pro, and my iMac, this is what is helping me to do this stuff. Think about it. So your light needs to shine, because until your light shines, that of others, will not be able to shine. And so maybe you're listening to this podcast now and your light has been shining and it's about dimming, and you're like your light shone before, you want it to shine again now. I just want to challenge you. Get on working on your chronos, because your success in life, your impact in life, your contribution to the world is significantly tied to how you use your chronos. And that is until then you will learn to maximize your kairos. And what are the kairos again? Those opportunities that comes once in a while. What are the chronos again? This is how you spend seconds and minutes and hours of your life, which will eventually always has an impact, always have an impact on how you're going to spend those opportunities when they show up with their beautiful face. Think about that. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful episode. Drop on the comment section the highest you picked up from this conversation. And again, I'm hoping to see you on our next episode. For the meantime, stay blessed. My name is Nshom, and this is the Global Speakers Advantage podcast. Looking forward to see you at the top. Cheers. If you're watching this from YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment and let me know what you're thinking about the podcast. If you're watching this from LinkedIn, like and subscribe. Of course, drop a comment on LinkedIn and let us know what you're thinking about the podcast. That was it for today, and stay blessed and see you